7 skirts in 7 days. Can you sew 7 skirts in 7 days? Well, I took up this challenge last year and I'm going to give you tips and tricks on how you can sew 7 skirts in 7 days. It's doable. I've done it. Let's talk about it. Hi friends, welcome back or welcome to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, I'm T. This is my YouTube channel, Crumpetcy and Sewing. In today's video, we're talking about how to make 7 skirts in 7 days. I know it sounds insane, but I absolutely love sewing. It's therapeutic for me. So when I have the energy and when I have the time, I want to sew and I want to sew as much as I can. Usually I'm starting with simple and just easy silhouettes, especially if I am coming out of a hiatus or if I haven't been sewing for a while and I want to get my sojo back. I am sewing simple styles. And so that is what this video is about. It's about sewing simple styles, being able to continue to sew even when you're not feeling like sewing or when you don't want to sew or you're coming back from a hiatus, just sewing some simple styles so that you can actually do the things that you love. So let's go ahead and talk about the 7 skirts that I have made in 7 days last year. And I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how you can do the same. The first tip is to choose simple patterns and silhouettes. I cannot stress this enough. This is why I have it #1 on the list. Choose simple styles. Choose a simple silhouette. Choose a silhouette that you like and that is going to look good on your body from your vantage point or from you. You know, we're subjective on these things, but things that you like on your body, because if you don't like it, chances are you're not going to wear it. And in the middle of the project, you might even not finish the project. So choose simple styles, simple silhouettes, simple patterns. We must choose structured fabrics or some type of woven fabrics that if you want fabrics that have drape, I would definitely say stick to rayon fabrics that are woven. Or if you want like a jersey fabric, you can do a jersey or a ponte fabrics. I would definitely say stick to structured woven fabrics. Make sure that you are choosing fabrics that you actually are familiar with and fabrics that you love. The point again is for us to look for designs in styles that are simplistic and familiar to us so we can get through these projects, so we can sew these 7 skirts in 7 days. Lastly, choose patterns with detailed instructions. If the patterns don't have detailed instructions, make sure that you have a pattern that you are familiar with where you don't need instructions because you want to be able to get through your project quickly. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into the video and let's see what kind of patterns we can sew with in 7 days. So I'm also going to go ahead and share with you the different types of silhouettes that you can choose as well that are very, very simple, because some silhouettes are a little bit more advanced and they don't have simple lines, right? Or simple seams. So I'm going to share with you the patterns as well as the styles. So the first style is a simple paneled skirt block. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the pattern here so you can see what I'm talking about. But the New Look N6792 fit this description, as well as the New Look 6741, the Simplicity S3108, and the Simplicity 9894. All of these have blocks in them, but they're very, very simple. So if you want something that looks very detailed, oriented, or that has, it looks like it has a lot of features, choose a simple pattern that have a few panels, and then you can put those panels together. But again, you're not putting no more than like 6 pieces together, and so it's still going to be relatively simple and easy to sew. So definitely check out those types of patterns if you are looking for something that's like a simple paneled style. So here we are on the Neiman Marcus website, and all I did to get to this page is type in panel skirts in the search bar, and it brought me to this page that has 350 items that match that description. You can see from the very first skirt where we are going to get various types of panel skirts. So the first skirt that we see is a Veronica Beard. It's more of a tiered paneled skirt. This Jill Sanders paneled midi A-line skirt in this cornfield color that we may be able to get through in a day. It looks very similar to the Mimi G pattern, as well as that other Simplicity pattern that has the vest in it. Those two patterns are almost identical to this skirt. So let's click on that and see some more features and details of that. So here is the skirt here. And as you can see, it's a panel midi skirt, retails for $1,250. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so we can see more of the details. As you can see, we do have about, I would say about 4 to 6 panels in the front and probably about 4 to 6 panels in the back. So again, very similar to that Mimi G pattern. And I sewed that Mimi G pattern, and it is very simple and easy. Even though you have a lot of panels, I would say the cutting of the project is probably the most tedious, but once you put those panel pieces together, it is so simple and easy to put the panel pieces together, and I don't think you will need to do any adjustments or anything to the pattern. That's why I like the pattern, because it's simple in style. Next, let's look at this suede denim mini skirt by The Frame, and upon first look, it does look intimidating. I will admit it does look intimidating, but if you look at the details, you can see how simplistic it can be. This one does not feature a waistband. I would definitely still recommend the pattern, the Mimi G pattern and the Simplicity pattern that has the waistband. And I also would recommend, if you want to do top stitching, it would be fine. But it looks like you're going to be doing some top stitching, and so that might take some time. If you don't want to do the top stitching and you just want to try to cut down on time, you can definitely not do the top stitching. But as you notice with the Mimi G pattern, you do have a short variation that is very similar to this, and you also have a zipper. Now on this particular garment, I believe the zipper is on the side of the body and not on the back, because if you look at the back, we don't see a zipper. So you're going to have a side seam zipper with this style. With the Mimi G pattern, you will have a back zipper, and also I think with the other Simplicity pattern, you have a back zipper as well. You will have quite a few panels, but it still would be relatively simple to sew. I would definitely recommend those types of styles if you want to sew a very simple skirt with panels in them in about a day. Choose A-line skirt style. So this is kind of like a skirt that's going to be fitted on your waist and it flares out at your hip and throughout your knee, or if you're doing a maxi dress, even down to your ankle. So these types of patterns are going to be patterns like the New Look N6623, the Butterick B6799, and the New Look 6287. So all of these styles are going to give you like an A-line skirt, but also very, very simple to sew, and you can definitely sew this within a day. Choose pencil skirt styles. So you can choose either a woven or a knitted pencil skirt style. So I would definitely say the New Look N6697. You can also do the Simplicity S9757. So again, we're talking about knits and woven. So this is a knit. The Simplicity S9717. This is in plus and regular sizes for those of you who might want to sew like a plus size. You can also choose the New Look 6782. This has a little bit of a high slit, but it gives you a different vibe, but still very much like a pencil skirt. The Simplicity S8982. This is one of my favorite sewing patterns. I also have a pattern review on the channel of this, as well as a sew along if you are interested in doing that pattern there. The New Look 6288 is also another one that you can use. So the knit pencil skirt and woven pencil skirt styles are always very easy to go to, very simple, and you usually don't need any instructions. So I would definitely say if you're trying to get a pattern done in a day because you want to meet that 7-day pattern challenge that I'm issuing to you, definitely choose one of these styles and also one of these patterns. Next is the flared skirt. I definitely would say the New Look 6668 or the New Look 6580 for those styles. You can also do a pleated style when you're going for a pleated or a gathered garment. You want something very, very simple. For your pleated garments, I would say this Learn to Sew McCall's M7844. It's an older pattern, but it's still in print on the simplicity.com website. You can get a copy of that. It's a very simple, easy Learn to Sew level 2 pattern, and so you can definitely choose that. It has an elasticated waistline, so you don't have to worry too much about your waistline. And then also one of my personal favorites is the McCall's M7253. I also have a pattern review of that on the channel as well. It does have quite a few pleats, but it's very simple and easy to sew. You have so many different options in that pattern, but I would go for the the simplest one, which is one that is, you have a front and a back waistband, and you have your front and your back skirt. So you are putting pleats inside of the skirt. As I stated before, it will take a little bit of time to construct those pleats, but they're relatively easy and simple to sew. I was able to get that project done in a day. And then your gathered skirt, the Simplicity S9550 or the Simplicity S9551. This is a Mimi G pattern. It comes in regular and plus sizes. It has a wide waistband though. So if you are someone who don't like wide waistbands, this might not be for you. It has a little bit of gathers around the front and the back of the skirt, but for the most part, this is a very simple, easy pattern. I was able to get this done in a day as well. And so I have a pattern review on the channel of that as well. And then lastly, wrap skirts. These tend to be very simple and easy to sew as well, depending on the type of wrap that you get. The New Look 6722, I've sewn that one before. It's fairly easy and simple to sew. The New Look 6458, the Simplicity 1069, I've sewn that one, and that one's actually easy to sew. And the Simplicity 9109, that's also a pattern that I have sewn, and it's also very easy to sew. So if you're looking for simple and easy skirts to sew, definitely go with these styles as well as these patterns, and you can sew one of these patterns each day. I would start with the simple styles like your pencil skirt, and then slowly gravitate towards your more complicated styles, which would be your pleated and gathered skirt options. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up, and then let me know in the comment section below if there is a style or any type of pattern that I may or may not have discussed in this video that you absolutely love, that you want to share with us. Put the name or the number of the pattern in the comment section below. I hope to talk to you all in the next video. And until then, stay creative, my friends. Bye.